Alrighty, sweet. Well, time to get started on our 101% speedrun. So
hold on a sec now, Spike. It's the DK64 Randomiser run we're doing today.
Wait. I'm sorry. Did you just say that DK64 has a randomizer?
Yep, it does.
No, wait, really?
Yep.
Wait, where can I find such a thing?
It's at DK64randomiser.com.
.com?
Yep, .com.
That's awesome. I'll need to go check that out. Anyway, hi, I'm Spike. We've got Chuckster here on comms. Morning, everyone. So we're going to get into DK Rando. So I'm just going to briefly explain how randos work for those that don't know randomizers. We'll get into the actual DK side of things as we actually get going. Basically, great Ocarina of Time run we had earlier, right? Everyone loved that run? Good run? Woo! I thought there was going to be more of a woo, but okay. So, the way this works, so Ocarina of Time, first thing you saw, they went to that chest to go get the Kakiri sword. In a randomizer, that could be anything. That chest could be 5 rupees. It could be Megaton Hammer. You play randomizers where you've got other people playing with you. That could be an emblem for Sonic Adventure 2. That could be my Donkey Kong. Please, I want my DK. He's so good. The DK Rando, same idea. Golden bananas, medals, crowns, cons, keys, all kinds of stuff are shuffled amongst themselves. Season 4 is the settings I'm doing now. Our goal is to get all 8 keys. When we get them, K-Rool appears. We want to kick his butt over to Crocodile Isle, so we need to get 64 golden bananas and all the moves and cons we need to do so. We'll explain the rest as the run goes on, but yeah, let's see how we go. We all good to get started?
I think we are.
And we're going to be doing a lot of note-taking, so I've got my trusty pencil case, I've got my trusty notebook.
I'll be writing stuff down as well. We've already written down starting items, which... not great.
Yeah, we start with Diddy, Lanky, Bongos, Port, Oranges, everything else you see on there you always start with. So let's get into it. We'll explain the rest on the run. So we're going to get going in 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright.
So, we'll go over some of the things that are randomized. The very first thing I'm going to see, oh, that's a melon. I don't know why that's a melon. And more importantly, Jungle Japes is somehow forest. Huh. Seems the levels are randomized and we need... oh, we don't have a golden banana. Okay, I'm going to write some stuff down, Chuckster. Feel free to explain what's going on here.
So, each of these doors will have a hint for you for items. In this case, something in the main caves area, that's level 6, will be on the path to Key 3 and the final DK phase, the final Lanky phase, and the final Diddy phase.
Yes, throughout the entire run, what you're going to notice is normally K-Rool at the end of the game, you fight with all 5 cons. Well, to speed things up, they've shortened the phases and made it so you only need 3 of them. The hints in the game lead you in the direction of...
another melon.
I don't need help. I just started... I need to also exit to aisles. Convenient thing you can do.
Yep.
Well, I guess we're out of levels. I think the seed's bricked. We've done all the checks, right? Oh, wait, no, never mind. We have a second level we can go to. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, we started with Key 2, so we have immediate access to levels 3 and 4, except level 4 is underwater. We can't swim yet.
And level 3 is also apparently underwater. So,
yeah, correction. We can't swim underwater without using a glitch or going through a loading zone.
Yeah, this is a glitchless category. I could... Interesting. I could go and do glitches, but that
would... well, Ash is going to be very happy about that one. We get to race the rabbit.
Alright. So I'm just processing everything that's going on. The randomizers, you never know what's happening. You know like what your end goal is, but you never know what's happening at any given time until you actually, you know, get going in the run. So I have to go to forest to do the rabbit race. I don't know why. I don't know what's there. It could be anything. Now I also forgot to check at the start which shopkeeper I had. So let's just go.
You have all but candy.
Oh, I don't have candy. Okay, cool. Well, let's make this purchase. I also need to write down stuff. Trombone was Gal Lob Casplat. All right, what do we got here?
Grape shooter.
Also required for the rabbit.
It is indeed required for the rabbit race. So that's an item that's important to get, but we need more stuff.
Gal Cranky.
Also, welcome to Gloomy Galleon, the underwater level of the game where you have to raise and lower the water levels, except we can't.
Yeah, it's what water?
Yeah, not only can we not swim, but the more important thing, the area where you could raise and lower water is locked by using a coconut gun, which only Donkey Kong can use.
Exactly. And yeah, we also just don't have diving anyways. We're in a water level where we cannot swim. This is ridiculous. Also, I'm going to be walking the wall a lot because I need to write things down as this seed goes on, because if I see something and miss it and it's required later on, then I have potentially caused this to go for a long time. So that was Gal... what was that? It was Cranky Tiny had a potion. Alright, so eventually when I do find Tiny and money, we come back over there.
Yep.
So we don't know too much at the moment, but we know that trombone we got's kind of important because you start learning about how the hints actually work throughout the seed. And I go, oh, well, Lanky Phase K rule requires trombone and barrels. That trombone wasn't hinted, so we know, Candy's in Factory. Hello, Candy is here. So we know that when we eventually get to main caves, we know that what we're finding is either barrel throwing or the means to get barrel throwing. We have no idea or speculation at this point, because currently I am just jumping on water. You'd think it'd be smarter to go underwater. Like, maybe I just glitch underwater. That's probably a bad idea, right? No, I shouldn't.
You shouldn't do that, nah.
No. But it's surprisingly easy to do. Pearl and some crown. I don't know.
I think it was a golden banana for Diddy there, actually. So.
Yeah, for Diddy it was, but I need to go collect coins, and throughout this run, it's... We're not talking about that. We're not talking about what just happened.
We won't talk about that specifically, but we will talk in general. There are strange hitboxes you will experience in this game constantly.
Very strange. There's a lot of very weird quirks about this game for people who don't know how DK64 actually works. That's the joke. It doesn't work. The game does not work at all at any given point in time.
Shockingly low on the crashes, I do have to mention. It is
one thing to do.
But it is very much a place in which you can break so many things so quickly. It makes you wonder how it all still stays together, actually. But it does. Is this
sprint?
Is this sprint? Are we just
sprint?
We are just starting by... All right. So, to explain this, the grape shooter gives us access to the area where the rabbit is. Trombone lets us start the race. Orangutan Sprint is your fast ability for Lanky.
And they are the only 3 moves we have. We have only found the 3. What is this? So much stuff. I'm getting everything so early in this run, and I guarantee... What is this? There's things all over the place. Okay. So I'm going to need to write that down as well. That is the dirt patch. There's going to be a lot of peeking. You'll casually just see me just like flick the camera to the side, see what's in certain places, because I might come back to that. Triangle. Okay. Triangle was sprint. Cage. Okay. Like, I'm glad I went back and checked that. If I didn't check that, then that'd be a problem.
Yep, that is interesting. It was... This is normally a check that we don't do so early, but... and the revert checks are basically the locations of items. In this case... Yeah, it's one that requires 3 different items from Lanky to be able to access, as well as access to the daytime, which is simple enough. Welcome to Fungi Forest, by the way. This is... The whole gimmick of this place is it has a day-night cycle. Some areas are open in day, some areas are open at night.
Exactly.
In this case, the rabbit will only race you in the day.
Yeah, and in the vanilla game, you would normally start in the day, and then you go turn it to night, and then... Oops, I might need that. Let me go make sure I get that. And in the randomizer, there are so many different options you can actually set. There's a ridiculous amount of options. You can turn on some interesting settings, such as like one-hit KO. You can turn on loading zone rando. You can make it so that you go in one loading zone, turn around, and it takes you somewhere else. So you can just keep going back and forth, and just keep going to a different place each time. Please don't do that. If you're going to go play DK64randomizer.com, then what you should do is actually go do some very basic settings to start, something like this.
Yeah, this is currently the Season 4 race settings that are used that's in the DK64 Randomizer Discord. So people will just regularly run this 2 times a week at least, I would say.
Yeah, two official times, but people really like the races. You might go into the Discord server at dk64randomiser.com. You're going to hear that a lot. I'm not sorry. And go there, and you'll see a lot of people who will gladly race, gladly do even non-DK stuff. It's such a welcoming community. I love it. Now, we have something on, I don't know if you explained earlier, known as ghost doors. Basically, normally these wrinkly doors are actually only in the lobbies, but they're actually scattered throughout the game so you can get your hints separated to other places. So we've just learned from seeing that hint that Donkey Kong is in caves in a Kasplat. I don't think Kasplats are the official names of them, but what a Kasplat is basically, it's the enemies that normally give you blueprints.
Yeah, those big enemies with coloured hair, those originally would have a blueprint for each of the Kongs, and you would have to go to them with a specific Kong. Which, in the randomizer for everyone's sanity, we just have it so every Kong is accessible with a simple press of the D-pad.
Exactly.
And more importantly, anyone can pick up these items for these settings. There are some settings, for the sake of this, anyone can grab it.
Exactly. And the coloured bananas and the coins, each con needs to get themselves. So you see those yellow DK bananas? Yeah, no, they have to wait. We got to get DK to actually get them. We might not need to grab them, but they will give you checks. In the vanilla game, you need 75 coloured bananas out of 100 to get the banana medal that you normally get. As you can probably guess, that is not completely true right now. We actually have it set to 50 out of 100. It's a bit of a high number if you ask me, but it's what they're doing, so that's what it is. Can we lower the amount for Season 5, please?
Instructions unclear. It's now 60.
Banana medal on that. Sometimes the really annoying checks will actually tell you what it is. James shops to 4. Interesting. Let me write that one down. Now, when you see a hint like that, right, that's what's known as a single path hint. Basically, there is something in the shops that's only going to get you Key 4. Key 4 unlocks level 5 of the game. That doesn't necessarily mean it has to be the key. Now,
hello.
Now, what color is that? Is that clear?
I cannot tell.
I think it's clear.
All right.
I'm gonna write it's clear. So that there is the one of the most famous or infamous, I guess it depends on who you ask, checks in the game, the beanstalk. That check there requires you to actually have I even got coins?
Not enough.
Come back to that later. Let me write this down.
Yep. So the beanstalk, it requires 3 items in particular. It requires Tiny's ability to go small, her ability to play an instrument, so the saxophone in this case, and the bean.
Exactly, and when we do find the bean, even if it's required or not, everyone around here and everyone else that's watching in the chat needs to just go, bean, and I mean scream it out. Let's just practice it right now. Bean! There we go, yeah. That's the spirit. And so, if I find it, then you need to say that it's required. You actually have to do it. You don't. I would like you to do it. It's great. It's a great meme in the community. We love finding the bean. So now I'm going to try to do a little trick right here. This is going to be a little awkward. So as I said, we have to get 64 golden bananas total in the game. They're used to do 2 things. Number 1 is to unlock the levels. Number 2 is they are required to reach the final key in the game. So I like to do some quick checks to get to the end. This check is in the dark. You're supposed to have spring to get up here and guitar to do the actual check. But if I think I've already messed up, if I get a nice little setup right here, I hopefully can just jump straight to the golden banana without needing to be able to see anything. I have to jump off because there's a fairy that spawns. It doesn't like being here when you do that trick, so you have to do that. And Tag Anywhere gives you so many tricks, because the game expects you to just have regular Diddy and to do that check. We couldn't do that. We needed a ledge grabber.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of the ledge grabbing side of things, while I go peek around, do you want to talk about like the differences between the Kongs and why I would not want Lanky?
Okay, so for a quick explanation, each of the 5 Kongs all have different movement abilities, different jumps, different ledge heights they can reach, whether it's by grabbing or just their general height. So Diddy Kong and Tiny, for example, they have the highest jumps. There's some quirks between them, but for the simplest explanation, they're the highest. Then then sort of the average for most things tends to be DK, with the main exception being he has a roll, and that makes him by extension the fastest character in the game.
So fast.
Then you have Chunky and Lanky, who are both the slowest on land specifically. Lanky's the fastest underwater. Well,
We know that. Thanks.
But unlike Lanky, Chunky, for example, is amazing at fighting hordes of enemies, which is important in some areas. As well as that, he just tends to have better abilities. He does the most damage, so there's some checks he does much easier than others. So his gun, for example, is the pineapple launcher. Since it's basically a rocket launcher, it's the strongest. Whereas Lanky's the grape shooter, because it's kind of like a pea shooter, it's the weakest. It's agonizingly slow.
What's also weird about grape shooter is once it lets me tag, you see how that pipe goes all the way forward? Well, the grape doesn't start until the end of it. So as soon as an enemy just comes between the end of the pipe and you, the grape just keeps going. It's really weird. It's really weird. Don't question it. We question it all the time.
We just get angry about it in one specific minigame where you need to shoot a bunch of enemies without taking a hit.
Now, while I make way of the rapid race, you may have also noticed throughout this run, this ain't DK64 music. This is Melee's Dr. Mario, to be specific. This game has a lot of custom music built into it, which I'm not even going to peek what that is. We know what it is. Give us a new song. Some sunshine. And there's a lot of different songs that can appear in different places. They tend to appear in places that make sense. For example, you're not going to have One Winged Angel appear in, like, the final credits. That would be kind of funny, though. You beat the final boss and then suddenly, oh, actually, no, we've got another final boss. Quick, panic! But they appear in places that make sense. And there's a lot of music devs in the Discord server that make so many songs. They absolutely love it. There's almost 2,000 songs counting jingles. It's absolutely amazing. So you'll hear some bangers. Bottom left of the screen actually tell you what the song is if you're curious. No. Now, this is probably a key, I'm going to guess, maybe key 5.
No, it's a white potion. Is it diving?
Diving or shockwave is my guess. Okay, diving. Okay, cool. No, that's not cool, actually. Never mind. So, diving means we can go back to that underwater level. Yay.
Yeah, it's a Nintendo 64 underwater level. You can guess how we feel about that.
Gloomy Galley honestly isn't one of the worst underwater levels out there, but also I want to go this way. I'm trying to route things. And so what you want to do with underwater levels is stay above water as much as possible. The entire level is submerged, apart from what you saw, 5 minutes ago? Oh, thanks, Diddy. So we could go back there, but more importantly, I know where I really want to go next. Lobby 4 is already unlocked, but it was an underwater loading zone. So now that we have diving, we can go there, and that is a brand new level. So now, everyone get ready for an absolute banger song, actually. We're going to hear this for a little bit. We have to climb this entire mushroom. It's going to take a while. So honestly, if you have some donations, feel free to do it until the song's over.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a $25 from a Verdant Ash, $25 from my Rabbity Boy, another $25 to be donated at a later time if you save him this run after raising him.
Shout out Stag. She is the biggest rabbit supporter out there. Someone probably told her that was the first hint we were going to be reading. If I get Rocket Triangle, sure. Keep going, sorry.
We also got a $25 donation from Dr. Rank.
Oh, banana. Oh.
I'm not good at voices. I cannot do it. Keep going.
We do not have any additional, but I do just want to give a quick reminder to some of the incentives that we still have coming up. We have the Super Mario 64 bonus run of the 1-star run, which is over half the way there. We're at $275 of the $500 required for that one. And also, there is the donation incentive for the favorite food in Chico. We did get a donation earlier, an anonymous donation earlier, to have the favorite food be Marmite, the superior spread.
Also, check this out. You can add custom images into the game. really neat. Oh, I made it. I see the error of my ways. We're going to come back to that later. Cool little trick I can do. Normally you need O-stand to get up here, but if I do this right, I can manipulate Diddy to do a little backflip to get up the top here without actually having O-stand. I can peek what this is. You normally need rocker barrel for this, but I'm just going to miss the trick. I'm going to go up here, do a... let me try that again. This is a bit annoying. I've got to go up here. No, I've got to do a slam. Diddy. Diddy. I am just missing this. I'll try it like 2 more times, and I just won't worry about it. It's a bit of an annoying trick with the cons I have right now. There we go.
Hey.
Beavers!
Oh, of course it's Beaver Bother.
Of course it's Beavers. And yeah, we're supposed to be a Kremling. No. What are we supposed to be right now? Is it a Kremling?
Yeah, it's normally meant to be a claptrap.
A claptrap, that's it. Why did I say Kremling? But yeah, so Beavers. So everyone loves Beaver Bother. Anyone who knows of DK64 absolutely loves, and yes, I mean loves and not hates this minigame at all. They've actually changed it in the randomizer so that it's a little bit more normal.
The best way to explain it is the idea is you're meant to bait them into the hole. The problem is, in the original, it was inconsistent on how it worked. So for the randomizer devs decided, what if we just made it like Twilight Princess's goats, where you just bait them in like a normal human being?
There's a graph that I've seen where what they do is, I want to go to, hold on, get out of the way, Actually, I'm going to attack the Diddy so I can attack the Lanky and hit the switch. Yes, hit the switch. Oh!
Close enough.
I'm surprised that one worked, honestly. And I want to go to 10 o'clock of Lanky's face. Where am I right now? 10 o'clock is this way. There are 2 separate doors that open. One of them is a check that I can literally just walk in and just go, I did the wrong one.
Well,
that's fine, we'll just do this, we'll come back, it's not a big deal. Honestly, we don't really need to be doing anything up here. I'm kind of just doing checks early on because you want golden bananas. They'll let you get into the levels. I'm just going to do whatever checks I can early on, get the hints, figure out... thanks.
Yeah.
Figure out what levels I have accessible, how many golden bananas I actually need. I don't want that fairy. That door locks behind me. I actually need to exit. That's why I wanted to do the other way around. That's honestly fine. We'll go back and do the last couple of checks.
Just to mention quickly, the reason why that slam didn't actually work is because if you jump too early, you kind of just cancel the animation too early.
Yeah, you can. There's a lot of cool tech you can do in this game. You can cancel your slams by doing attacks, but you can cancel the slam before the slam. Yeah. I did just say those words. They are accurate. I wasn't losing my mind. You can cancel the slam before the slam.
It's it's advanced animation canceling, we'll call it.
Yeah, it works well for just speeding things up, but if you're too fast, you're too slow. So, yeah. Alright, I'm just going to go do one check here. I'm not going to do that trick again. Don't want to waste any extra time. Just want to get to the end. So we're just going to do one more thing. Have I got Lanky's medal yet? Yes, I have.
Yep.
So, let's go and do that arena check. Drop down, get the 2 Kasplats I haven't gotten here. I want to go this way. There are Kasplats over here that are around the outside. In the vanilla game, you're expected to make it night and use vines, but I don't have vines, so I'm just going to jump down right here and just go, hey, buddy. Hey, pal. You got a golden banana? That'd be swell.
That is what you normally get from them, so we can't use that.
Is this even randomized?
I'm pretty sure it is. You know, you did get the ability to die from a rabbit of all things. I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, don't remind me. So this will be the last. Once I'm missing these. Hello, buddy. Okay. So now I'm gonna go. Diddy. Okay, that's fine. Oh, just a melon slice. All right. So there's nothing else really.
There was that arena you still needed to do.
Oh, the arena. So I'm going to level 4. Yeah, I was supposed to do that, thank you. That's fine. We don't know if we need to actually do that at the moment, but we can come back, that's fine. Sometimes it's a good idea just to hold forward because we go and get actual checks and hints.
Caves, yeah. Jake's Hillside has a potion.
Not bad, not bad. So now, we'll see what the golden banana requirement is for this level. It is, how convenient.
Yep. And just to mention as well, that type of hint is basically, there are areas to designated in the game based on by the randomizers. And in this case, Jape's hillside, it's the hillside of the first level of the game. There will be a single ability there, whether it's a Kong ability, a generic ability, or it could be a gun ability.
Yeah, you have no idea a lot of the time. That's what makes the randomizers so fun. Is
But yeah, you do know for certain that it is only one there. Once you get one, that's it.
Exactly. Here's another example of something telling you what's there. It is a potion. Ooh, that's a move. So we don't know what this is. We just know it's a move. That move could be extra health. We have actually no idea. So for the next 25 seconds, we're off just slamming this. And by slam, I mean not slamming, not slamming. Alright, I'm not actually liking this. I'm a little bit of a loss right now. I just need to, just be quick. Come on. We're losing. The color ratio is so off right now. Stop slamming. No, we're fine. It's very hard to lose this game, honestly, because if you just follow the tomato, you end up actually just, catching up easily. So what do we got here? Ooh, rocket barrel and boost. That might be our main caves hint.
That is very likely.
I'll need to write that down in a second. So I'm going to go peek and check right here. So, nice little jump I can do here. Lanky's supposed to get up here with Baboon Balloon, but Diddy can just do it himself. So that was rocket. That was caves slam. Alright, that's another race. Alta, what have you done? What have you sent me? So, we're out of logic for this. That sprint we got, we knew was required for... Oh no, I'm missing that. Oh, this might be a bit sketch. We'll see how we go. The game's going to expect us to have Baboon Balloon to do this check, just because Tag Anywhere, an amazing trick, it's not in logic for anything. If you do this randomizer, watch people play it, and see people do Tag Anywhere shenanigans, such as jump with Diddy, grab with Lanky, that kind of stuff, or using another comms gun to do something, that's never in logic. This game has good old logic built into it, saying that this is going to be a beatable seed by doing certain things. It's never going to be unbeatable. If it is, report it. It shouldn't be. But doing that thing with Diddy isn't supposed to happen. So whatever key I get here, any hint that I see in the future that's on the path to this key, that is, ooh, yep, there we go, I want to be behind. Let me get past this bit of lava before I keep talking.
I can explain the race quickly as well.
Go ahead.
So the way races work in this game, it's a rareware game, so there's rubber banding involved. It's not even subtle in any of their games how much the game... Oh.
Yep.
So also physics when you're sliding are... They're Mega Man 1. If you've ever played that game, you jump around in Mega Man and then the platform goes out from under you and you just sink into the bottom of the earth like you just had 10 tons of weight just put on you. That's this.
And I wasn't supposed to go that way. That was honestly my fault. Anyone who will watch this will go, Spike, buddy, what was that? Don't do that. But any mistake that you made, just bye-bye, you're gone. It's annoying, but that's what happens with a lot of these races. When you're familiar enough with it and know what shenanigans you're not supposed to do, you're fine. Because of this rubber banding that's going on, there are only two really simple things that you can do here. Number one is either be as far in front of the beetle as possible, or number two, don't overtake till the very end, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm purposely holding back throughout most of this, especially this lava. In front of these lavas, the beetle speeds up. And when you get hit, you lose speed. So when I'm dropping down this, if the beetle hits me just before I get to the lava, all that momentum just disappears, you go into the lava.
And then one last thing about every single type of race, also minecarts. You will have to collect a certain amount of coins in order to complete it. Now, I don't know why you have to collect coins on top of winning the race, but here we are. I guess you just have to show you're just that much better than him.
Now, I've got to go to the right, not to the left. Go behind. There we go.
And you'll notice it just flat out slows down once it gets ahead.
Like, I slowed down there, and the beetle still almost overtook me there. It was insane. But now I'm at the end. So now if I do this right, slow down and boy. So now I'm at the end of the race. I've got 51 out of 27. I don't think I... Oh, I win.
Oh, there we go.
So now I get a king. Let's see what this king is. Don't be something like 7.
Key 5.
Really? Okay.
Okay, key 5.
That is probably one of the best keys you can get, because keys are weird in this game, right? Keys, you would expect me to not fall all over the place. Thanks, game. Let me climb back up there. You would expect, I'll go this way. You'll expect, what was I saying? Train of thought gone, I fell down.
You would expect each key to unlock each sequential level. That's not quite how it works. Remember what I said at the start? Key 2 unlocks 2 levels. What does key 3 do then? Nothing. Alright, so key 4 unlocks level 5. Okay, that makes sense. Key 1 unlocks level 2. Yep. Key 5 unlocks level 6 and 7. Okay, so what does key 6 do? Well, combined with key 7, that unlocks level 8. So you need 2 keys for level 8. And then... Oh, cool. Simple enough.
Hey, buddy. Now we can move this way.
So, and then once we have all keys, that's when we can finally gain access to fighting King K. Rool, which, as we know, currently, based off hints, we have to fight with...
Hey, Homer.
Yeah, we have to fight with Donkey Kong, Lanky Kong, and Diddy Kong. And that requires specific items for each of the Kongs. In Donkey Kong's case, he'll need Baboon Blast. In Lanky Kong's case, he'll need Trombone, which we already have, and Barrels. And then with Diddy Kong, we need Rocket Barrel, which we already have, and Peanut Hop Gun, his gun.
Okay.
Yeah, despite the fact that we're trying to defeat K. Rool, only one of them brought a gun to the fight. I don't know what they're doing.
And more importantly, most of the time we are fighting against the camera and the physics and the lag of this game. K. Rool, easy. All the bosses of this game, easy. Frame rates. But it's usually manageable if you do lag reductions. Surroundings to 3 and 7. Interesting. Not 5. Not 5 at all. That's interesting. So that was surroundings. Keep walking into a wall, DK. Thanks, appreciate it.
And I mean, yeah, okay, actually, what was that key 3 hint, actually? Because I don't think I wrote how did I forget to write that down? All right.
Anyone here know what it was? No? Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll go check the pause menu. The pause menu is... Sorry, I know someone was actually about to say. The game actually tells you a lot of these hints, which is kind of neat.
It will keep track of any ones that you find. So in this case, main caves area leads to key 3, Donkey Kong, Lanky Kong, and Diddy's phases. So, in those cases, since we have Rocket Barrel, we can consider, hey, is Rocket Barrel on that path?
Exactly.
And more important, and because of that, we then can ask, hey, what if Castle Surroundings is an item related to using rocket barrels? Which there is one.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean it will be, but it could be. So it's something we have to consider. And that's basically how you work the logic for this.
It's a fun part about the randomizer, honestly. There's a lot of really fun parts about it, but one of the most fun parts is figuring out where you're supposed to go. It's a giant puzzle that you're actually trying to solve throughout the entire seed. It is.
Yep.
It's so cool.
Although you might end up looking like a character from a sitcom after a while.
Caves and
If you spend too much time trying to figure it all out and it gets really bad.
Oh wait, no, Aztec and Castle, not caves. So, there are 2 slams that you get in this game, which is your ground pounds. Oops, I did not want to do that. And with both of these 2 slams, it'll upgrade from green to blue and red. Doesn't matter the order you get them. If you're green, you get one, you go to blue. If you're on blue, you get one, you go to red. So it's a progressive upgrade that you get. Sometimes hints get a little weird when you need only one of the 2. So what the game will do is the game will tell you where they both are, just in case. Now, do you want to explain this room?
Ah, yes. This is a notorious room. In the original game, for some reason, they just were like, go through this maze where you die in 2 or 3 hits while collecting bananas with no aid. Despite the fact that Donkey Kong quite literally gets an ability that makes him go invincible.
This one.
So the randomizer developers were like, hey, why is that not in here?
So they went out of their way to add it to make it a lot more friendly. Because I'm only going to try this one more time. I don't want to waste time. But it's a golden banana. As you saw before, I took 2 hits to this maze and died. Oh, look, there's one more hit. I'm one hit away from gone. The golden banana is literally there, and now I'm going to defuse to go back to the start. So...
Yeah. Yeah, it does feel less impressive given that the vanilla game wanted us to do it.
Yeah, I don't know why they never added a barrel there. It is one of the biggest mysteries to this day of just why do they not do that?
All the respect to the people who play the normal game for 100% do that, because it's like, yep, that is not easy.
It is not. And in the vanilla game, unless if you're going for some shenanigans, right, you're probably going to be... Let me get this right. There we go. What you're probably going to be doing in the vanilla game is already have 3 melons. I only have 2, so definitely struggled a little. Do I have coins? Yeah, I'm going to go grab this blueprint. Blueprints you exchange for golden bananas. It's basically a golden banana 0.5.
Yep.
Right now it's not classified as a banana, but if I go visit Snide with it, Snide will give me one. So I try to accumulate them over the run, so when I get to the end, it's like, oh, I have 50 golden bananas. Ah, I need to get 14 more. Let's just visit Snide, and he just gives me them.
Yep. In the original game as well, an important part of Snide was that if you wanted an easier time getting through Hideout Helm without having to worry about a 10-minute time limit, which is actually pretty strict.
We can actually make up for that.
Yeah. It's pretty strict in the original game because there's a whole area you have to go through, 10 mini games you have to go through, 2 for each Kong. But in the randomizer, not as necessary. It's only 2. We only need to use 2 Kongs, as we saw before, Donkey Kong and Chunky Kong. That's what Snide was talking about before. You can't turn off the machine that will just insta-kill you without those 2, deactivating it. And what that means is we'll need Donkey Kong's instrument, the bongos, and Chunky Kong's instrument, the triangle. We already have both. There's also the very slim chance that if the game decides to be mean, Chunky Kong has one specific minigame that needs a few things.
Yeah, let's hopefully we don't see that today.
In the community, we call it getting 2%ed because it is a 2% chance of it happening, and it sucks.
It at least used to be. I don't believe that's the case anymore, but we didn't feel like changing the idea.
It's still funnier to call it 2%.
Oh yeah, exactly. You get 2%ed, the minigame doesn't work. Or at least not with what you have. Now you probably saw in there I used Grape Shooter instead of Coconut Gun since I don't have Coconut. Well, that's an example of that tag anywhere logic. If there was anything good there, the game would have wanted me to have Coconut Gun and homing ammo. Now here's a neat little trick. You're supposed to have Balloon to get up here. I'm going to grab these Lanky coins before I actually do the trick. Let's hope Lanky cooperates. Lanky. Here we go. But if I do this right, I go over here, jump up, press the attack button, and suddenly I am up here. So I can do this check without that balloon that I needed earlier. And
we even get an early hint because of it.
Exactly. Let's hope I read the hint in time, because the door's on a timer. Easy. That's an easy hint. Caverns to Diddy. Caverns to Diddy. All right.
And one helpful thing we can actually surmise from that is because we found Rocket Barrel in a place where we needed no item to access it, we know that it can't be relating to Rocket Barrel, so we can just go assume, hey, this has got to be something related to Peanut Pop Gun.
Exactly. Or if we went out of logic, we could assume it'd be the other way around, but we didn't proceed. So here's another jump, very similar, except I'm literally just going to jump. I said I'm literally just going to jump up here.
Diddy, I believe in you.
Diddy?
Okay, maybe we don't believe in you anymore.
Okay, maybe let's go stand on the pad a little bit. And, okay, I'm going to do a backup here instead since this is not working. All right, I've got a slightly better backup. Let's do the actual intended way of doing that jump, since apparently I'm not getting it today. That's fine. Some of these tricks are very difficult, so...
Or in this case, jank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we probably should have checked that. Shops to 5 and 8, which... I have a P5 hint there. So, probably Balloon for Helm if I were to hazard a guess.
That would make sense, and would also explain why we have a certain item so early.
Yeah. Now, here's a cool little trick I can do over here. Normally, you're supposed to slam the switch a bunch of times, but assuming I don't do what happened just before, I jump over here, and jump over here, and cool little trick. I should have probably picked what it was first, but we got to show off a cool trick. That's fine. Cool trick for a medal. All right, so let's see what's on this arena. I think that's a fair.
It's a fair, yeah.
Yeah, it's a small timer. Let's just go do it. You get items on the arenas. I'm supposed to do one of these in Fungi. We'll go back there later. Every time I hit an enemy, the timer gets a little smaller, so that way it's a little quicker to actually do this. So what have I got left to do here? I have to go back, get that Kasplat that I missed, get Lanky's medal, get the Kasplat here, go back to Isle Shops.
Yeah, maybe see if you, if you can get Lanky's medal here, it's like a little bit easier.
Yeah, I got Grape, so that should be fine, especially with the out of logic shenanigans I was doing. Oh, money!
Yep. So a rainbow coin, that gives every Kong 5 coins, which is very nice because sometimes trying to find coins is awkward, to put it kindly.
Yeah, and we're constantly rounding this on the fly as well as the thing. It's not like a typical speed run where you know what's coming up, you just have to go do a little trick. I have to constantly on the spot go, okay, what am I doing next? With the moves I have, with the mistakes I made, with the things I forgot, what am I actually doing next? All that for a melon slice. Now, I'm about to go and try to do this mini game over here. If you've got any donations or any kind of anything that you want to bring up when I'm actually doing these mini games, feel free to go on ahead. Most of the mini games are just walking around for like 30 seconds, so feel free if you have any.
Sounds very good. I mean, we got a donation a little bit ago of a $125 donation from Greg Beans. Oh, incredibly honoured and glad to call you a friend, Spike. Good luck on the run. We also got $29 from C64. He says, this game is awesome because it has Lanky Kong, and that's pretty cool.
We'll see.
Also, we got $64 from Barry95. It says, more Barry here. It's a lot of fun racing, watching your screens, racing, and just hanging out with the DK. Good luck and have fun this run.
Thanks, Barry.
I do want to remind everyone that if you want your donations to go towards any of the particular incentives, just leave a message alongside your donation, just mentioning which of the incentives you want the donation to go towards.
So now I'm just checking I got all the hints. Yes, we're all good. Caves is a level where it might be out of logic jumps. You can access every one of the hints, so it's good to just double check. So I think that was most stuff there. I know I've missed the arena and Fungi. I have Rocket, so going back there anyways wouldn't be a big deal anyways. But I think I just need to hold forward and hope we find Castle probably, since we know Rocket potentially helps us in Castle. But it was on the path to 3 and 7. 3 helps us beat K-Rool. 7 helps us beat K-Rool. It doesn't actually do anything, so it's probably not a priority. But this baboon balloon? Yeah.
Yep, alright. So, it is. It is indeed balloon.
Balloon. Where is that on my notes? Lanky Kong. Balloon. Isles. Diddy. So I always write these down, right? Ooh, do I have money with DK? Yeah, let's buy this blueprint. Yeah, that's cheap, easy. What was I saying? I was saying that
Writing hints down.
Yeah, so right now I'm trying to write down all the hints. I have a giant set of notes. I'll try to show it. Good luck with reading that from the camera lens. I'm struggling to read it sometimes. My handwriting is hit and miss.
Yep.
But throughout the game, when I go find the hints, I might find something hinted for something I found already earlier in the game. So if I don't write the hints down, and then later on it's like, oh, something in Galleon Lobby is on the path to 50,000 things. All right, let's go loot the lobbies and try to find it. Oh wait, but we found, what was it we found earlier? We found Grape Shoot up there, I believe it was.
Aztec Oasis.
2, 3, DK, Lanky. Okay. 24, that is not happening. Aztec is 7 for 24. So I'm on 12. I need to double the cost. So I guess I might as well just go check level 6, eh?
Yep.
Just keep holding forward, keep finding all the new levels. And you can tell from the GB amount inside certain levels. Let me pick this dirt patch real quick. Golden banana, neat. You can figure out, maybe if there's another 10 GBs, japes. You can figure out that, nice. What I actually need to do is find another move that'll help with golden bananas. I might have missed something. Lowlands is foolish. That means I'm not going to find anything good there. I might find golden bananas, which is neat, but I'm not going to find tiny comb. Key 1. I'm not going to find any of that in the lowlands. If you're playing the... Oh, okay.
Oh. Hi, Chunky. Hey.
Easy, easy. We have my boy, Chunky. I'm not going to write down.
So we have all the Kong lads. But where's Tiny?
I don't know. She tied him somewhere? Maybe we'll find her soon, right?
Yeah.
And that key there, considering we've had hints to key 3, key 4, but we don't have any hints to key 1, but we have Jape Shops to key 4, don't we?
Yep.
So that should, in theory, mean key 4.
There we are.
So now level 5 is open. Easy.
Yep, and what that means as well, we can completely write that hint off now. So...
Not going to be anything else. Now, Oasis to 3 DK Lanky, that's in that Aztec. We know that Rocket Barrel was on the path, so in theory, that is a Rocket Barrel check in Aztec. Aztec has a few rocket checks. Do you have the slightest idea how little that matters in there? But there's actually only 3. Oh, 4, 5. You get the point. You get the point. There's a few there. There's 2 we don't want it to be. I have a feeling it's going to be that, honestly.
Hey, you never know. Maybe they were kind to you. It should be mentioned as well, this seed was generated by the DK64 Randomiser Discord. Since there was a few speedruns being done for charity, they generated a few for people. They made sure it was fair, but also entertaining. Now, we don't know what that means is the problem.
Yeah, we know that rabbit race is always a very funny one to have immediately. I somehow doubt that rabbit is the only reason why I've been given this seed. I don't have O-stand. Oh, well, I guess instead of having O-stand, maybe I do a little slope climb. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. So now I'm just up here for coloured bananas. I'll do it on the other side for a golden banana. Nice little auto-logic shenanigans you can do inside this game. We're about to do another... Oh, yeah, well, we're about to do another mini-game. So if you do have some more donations, take it away.
No donations at the moment, but I do want to remind everyone who we are raising money for ASO 2026. We're raising money for Game On Cancer, a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research to make this the last generation to die from cancer. If you would like to donate, you can go to donate.ausspeedruns.com. Also, in addition to donating, the Twitch revenue we receive throughout the event will also be given to Game On Cancer, which includes bits and subscriptions to the AusSpeedruns channel. It's just another way to support Game On Cancer.
It's a really good cause. Really awesome event going on here. Shout out to everyone organising the event. You've all done a great job. Awesome stuff.
I'll also take this time to mention, just for people, for some tricks that Spike is currently doing. I would not recommend, if you want to try this out, don't feel pressured to do some of the stuff he's been doing. Mainly the hill stuff. That is something that I personally can struggle with, and others in the Discord can attest to it. It is difficult. It doesn't... Yeah. And it's not necessary to learn immediately. There's a lot more that can be very helpful to learn early on. I think the most important one is just knowing when to swap to Kongs, because it can really help just your movement in general.
Just little stuff like that. I missed that coin. Diddy's got a good jump. Tag the DK so he actually can get the coin. Just little stuff like that. But like I said earlier, the logic never expects it, so it's a very beginner friendly. You can start off by walking around DK aisles for 2 hours going, I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I am anymore. And then eventually start joining. Let's do it with Chunky so I can go I only did that for 3 bananas. But you can start off with all the basic stuff. Don't feel you need to do anything. Eventually, give it a little bit, practice, watch some of the races that people do, and eventually you learn the tricks, join the races, and win some of the races and tournaments people do. So I'm going to do a little peek over here. I can see that's a blueprint. I can see there's a hint there. I can see there's a golden banana there. I cannot pick the other one. But that is fine. That ain't a big deal at all. We were mentioning earlier about Ghost Doors, how all the hints are on the Tropfenscoff locations. Well, this level only has 3 Tropfenscoffs. So what they've actually done is, hi there. What they've done is add 2 custom ones to this level to make up for it, but they're in set locations, so it's not like they're random, you know exactly where they are at any given time. So I had a hillside hint, didn't I? No. Oh no, it was the potion was on the hillside.
Hillside has a single potion.
Now, I don't know if that's anything good. That could just be a health upgrade, an ammo belt. It could be coconut gun. You can fire in spurts. It can shoot you.
It could.
Not this.
Alright, so also good to bring up now, banana medals in the current settings are useless.
Complete.
So whenever we see it, we are very upset. We just internalize it all now.
No reason to grab them at all. Like, they're used for jetpack, if you know the game. Jetpack can have a check. It's turned off here. It's just going to be its coin. Coins are useless. Crowns are useless, as always. You don't really need most of the things, but you might eventually need to go and grab fairies. Fairies are definitely possible. Pearls and beam, but we don't know about that yet. We also kind of don't have a lot of things, actually. Oh, wait. I want to climb this. There's a lanky fight back up here.
Yep.
We have no idea.
Yeah. And there's a fun fact with the jetpack thing. That is back from where Rare was known as a different name, Ultimate Play the Game. I don't know why they called themselves that. Fair enough, though. It sounds kind of cool.
I actually forgot about that. So I'm going to write that down. So that was Lanky Cage.
Oh, speaking of useless items.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Say bye to the coin, everyone.
We're leaving that there. Cranky Tiny. Okay, well, I mean, actually, Tiny. Tiny. Where's Tiny? I want to go through this wall. Where is she?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I got no idea, actually.
The hints haven't said anything yet.
Yeah, and I definitely left one hint behind. Fungi Forest has a very annoying hint that a lot of people forget. Hi, that's me, I forget it. Where you actually need to make a day to do so, and currently it is the only thing that I would want to make a day for, aside from the rabbit race, which I didn't even know at the time I needed to do. So many blueprints. So I've done everything here except Blanky's medal. I'm going to take a little teleport, but I'm going to do a quick little peek over here. I can see Wrinkly's face over there, so I know there is a hint here. When I get Featherbow, I can come back for that hint. So let's go get Blanky's medal, and then I think that's...
That should be James.
Yeah, it should be everything here. We found nothing. So...
I mean, we found key 4.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did in fact find key 4.
Or I guess I guess Cranky found it. There we go. Right.
Meant to be this tree. So, do I go to Galleon or do I go to level 5?
I'm surprised you're asking me. Because I feel like for you it wouldn't even be a question.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks for convincing me. I'm going to leave Galleon behind.
Yeah, see.
We're going to go over to level 5 that we just unlocked. Which we take a nice little cannon over here and...
Well, you can do a fun little thing here.
What fun little thing?
You can just keep rolling, even while it looks like the animation's still happening. Oh, hey! Tiny can be found by Chunky in Factory, which means we're probably looking for...
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Frantic Factory. We haven't found that yet, which means and since we've explored every other level we could with it, it means that it has to be locked behind a key we haven't gotten yet. In this case, key 1. Oh, that is a painful number. All right, so I think it knows where we want to go now.
Okay, and then let me just write this down. Japes was level 4, I believe it was.
It was level 6.
Level 6.
Level 4 was actually was level 4, was it? It was caves. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we want level 3.
Yeah, we do want level 3.
Unless you want to double check that forest stuff.
No, I think we have a whole level. We can get 2 hints here as well, which is pretty good. Oh, 2 hints? Yeah, we don't have vines, so it's going to be probably 2 hints.
Yeah.
Alright, so this level we chose not to do earlier. Oh no, we didn't go here actually. We went here without diving.
Yep.
Didn't find much, but now we have coins. We could actually probably go buy things. Oh, a lanky switch. Now, gonna do a cool little trick. We started with oranges. Now, even though I had diving, I can do a nice little orange. I'm gonna try that again. Try that again. I don't need to do this, it just looks cool. So I have diving, so I can actually dive, but I could also just throw an orange and suddenly I'm underwater. It's an orange dive. You can do this with a few things, even just crouching. It just skips the diving animation.
Yeah, and in general, that's actually a way you can just go underwater without it. It's without the ability to dive normally. It is... You can also literally just look in first person, and then you just dive underwater. Again, this game was indeed designed.
There's a lot of cool speed tech you can do with
it's
one
cool.
of these games.
It's really cool. It's just also really funny. Apparently just looking forward, like you just gotta put your finger in front of you, look close enough, and you can just now swim.
Yeah, it's very strange. Alright, so we're going to go into Lanky 2 ship right here. Now, I don't like that was an Aztec hint, by the way. I don't like that. We're still getting hints for a level we cannot access. What that means is, I don't know what to do. The game's like, go here. Oh, actually, when I said here, I didn't mean here, but, I won't complain.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
I won't lie, it took me a second to remember why that... Oh. Yeah, look, K-Rool's having a hard time following with his camera, okay?
Okay, that's where I am. I'm over here. Hi, thanks. Yeah, shout-outs to N64 cameras. They exist. Please be Shockwave. And, alright. I wanted that to be Shockwave because I was struggling with golden bananas. But we saw a bunch of golden bananas in dirt. That means I can now go to the dirt. If I'm chunky, do a big old burp for some reason. And that burp is powerful enough to break dirt?
Yep, it's also the worst one to use, so we're never going to see it.
Hopefully. Well, I mean, we have Diddy, so yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have Diddy. So I didn't mention this before, but Kongs also have unique animations for a bunch of generic moves. In this case, they're shockwaves. Diddy's is the fastest, so there's not even a question on who we use every time.
Yeah, Diddy, Tiny, basically the same, so you want to use them. DK is okay, Lanky is slow, and Chunky... Well, it's a chunky
He takes
target.
3 seconds.
A long time, for some reason.
Even though every other Kong, it can take between 1 and 2 seconds. So...
Exactly. Now, I've realized I have trombone, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yeah. I didn't use trombone in caves, but also... Oh, no, I did. What am I saying I did? I didn't do it in the igloo, is the place I didn't do it at.
Which, hindsight.
Yeah, hindsight. It's hard keeping track of all the moves. There's so many. You have to know absolutely everything that you have at any given time, routing all these options. And trombone's not even that useful here now that you think about it, because I need coconut gum. So, CBs, or coloured bananas, that's just telling you... we'll go to treasure room.
It's either a medal or it's the boss that will have something we need. In this case, for DK, for Donkey's Phase, which means more than likely it is either Baboon Blast itself or it's an item that will take us there.
Exactly.
You can never assume it will be the item unless you're like late into the seed.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, bosses are random, right? It's not like in the vanilla game where...
Jumps too high.
Just a little too high. It's not like that in the vanilla game where it was Mad Jack that you fought with Tiny. The boss could be any of the 7 regular bosses, and more importantly, unless if it's a con-specific boss, any con can do it. So I could go fight Armadillo 2, which is the caves boss.
Yep.
I have Balloon, but I don't want to... Okay, never mind, I want to use it. And you normally would do that, but... That was weird. Let me just wait a little bit. And you might need to use DK for that in caves. But Army 2 might be in factory done by Diddy or Lanky.
Yep.
It's completely random, but you will see the con on the boss door when you actually go there. So it's not like you're going to enter the boss and go, oh, I needed Tiny. You'll see Tiny's face just smack bang on the middle of the screen. Yeah, we need golden bananas.
It also is worth mentioning each boss needs different items to beat them.
So this is an example of one of those 2%. However, we have it, except we have the worst gun, so we need to hit multiple times. Where are you hiding? Hey, buddy! How did that hit?
It works.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Shouldn't have hit, but DK64.
Yeah. So yeah, some bosses require you to be able to throw a barrel at them, usually an explosive. Other ones might need you... Just give him a second, he just needs to... I was about to say a word that would be a big mistake to say.
Look, Lanky's the one that inflates just like a balloon. This crazy con does dig that tune, but that was chunky. Doesn't make any sense there. Golden banana. I might need to throw blueprints. I think I might need to actually give a blueprint.
It does feel like the game is encouraging that.
Yeah. Okay.
We got it.
More mini games.
Welcome to bonus
Slow
stage.
mini games. Slow mini games probably just means feel free to interrupt me if you did want to.
So we just have a slot machine, so if there's any donations, feel free to read them out.
Absolutely. We have a $50 from Brew that just says, morning.
Morning.
And we also have $5 from Vichisuki who says, can you go back to the Wii Shop channel? We'll vibing behind the tech desk.
Where was that? Where was it?
I actually forgot.
You remember where it was? No. If anyone remembers, please tell us. We'll happily go back there if we can.
Just hang out at the Wii Shop area.
I mean, why not? It's banger music. The music is so good in this. All right, let me just check. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're on 17. We need to get to
24. So 7.
Yeah, we can do that. It's been annoying. I obviously could go back to Forest and get some of that stuff I missed, but not looking likely, so I'm just going to go do this. Now, everyone knows what happens in this part of the game if you know the game. So we need to hear an O banana. I'll cue everyone in. Everyone needs to do it. It's going to be when it touches the com, all right? Oh, banana. There we go.
A nice thing about the randomizer as well is it's just flat out all the blueprints at once.
Exactly. Only the one time.
And you don't see the full animation. Even though that animation is cool, you get to see just basically one item get kicked over, knock over a bunch. It's just a Rube Goldberg machine. It's like you can see all in the background.
Oh, banana. Sorry.
Yeah, you can see the entire contraption in the background. I think he likes making random things, including a death laser for some reason. I don't know why he made that. It's a rude thing, honestly.
Yeah, I got no idea. Alright, so we kept one with DK. So Tiny and DK are the two cons we want to get blueprints with now, just to save time. Oh, banana. There we go. Now, I don't like this golden banana pace. I really don't like it. We're not getting many. This is actually scary. Where am I going now? Aztec, which is level 7. I hope we find things soon, because you need golden bananas. That was the word I was looking for to beat the game. This is looking a little slow. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, we are missing a level which normally would give us a lot. So there's at least that leeway for us right now.
Exactly.
Frantic Factory is one of the 2 best levels to get a lot of golden bananas because usually it's very quick checks you can do. Although not as good as it used to be, but still good.
Exactly. So hopefully what we need isn't the one check we left behind. But we have more cons, so we'd be going back to that level to do more stuff anyways.
We also have Shockwave, so...
Oh yeah, I was supposed to go do Shockwave checks, eh? I probably wasn't getting that many golden bananas anyways, but I know there was a potion that might have had the goods. I believe it was in the K-Lumsy cage.
Indeed.
So we could go back there and go get a potion. It probably would have been a good idea to do that first, but we know that the game's pointing us here. It's giving us very clear hints to go find the coconut gun.
Oh no.
Are you saying the line, Maya, or are we just going to just...
we'll just move on.
Yeah, we'll just move on. We'll move. Did it? Shockwave means you're going to do the shockwave, not just sit there. There we go. Now, do we have any hints for key 1? I don't see a hint for key 1.
No.
So, you know that means it's just on a Splatter and a shop here, right?
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, keys like to hide themselves sometimes. If they're on a gigapath, then you'll have a bunch of hints tell you where they are. But if they're just like in a shop somewhere, speaking of which, then you, yeah, the game's not going to give you many hints for them. Because why would it give you 10 hints in the game just to go, hey, by the way, it's right there.
As a fun little thing we can actually do, this is just one basic example of what we call negative information. Because we know candy is located in Frantic Factory, and Frantic Factory is locked by getting key 1, we know that candy can't be related to it.
Exactly.
So we can ignore candy for a bit in that regard.
At least for now.
Yeah.
Now, we know a slam is an Aztec. Slams, like all white vials, are what's known as shared potions. What that means is when you get it, it's something every con can use. It's not like that coconut gun we just got, where it's only DK's thing. Yep. Slams and shockwaves, every con can use it. They're always going to be shared shops. Okay.
Creme Island has 3 potions. Well, so far we've found
3.
Yeah.
Well, we found 2, but we know where the 3rd one is. That was the one we were talking about just before. So
to mention Creme Island, that was where we found that cage that had Sprint. We also found Triangle just inside. And there was a potion on the dirt, so we know that's 3 potions. So that's that.
Now that means we're not going to be finding another potion there. Now that doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to be finding any keys or cons or useful golden bananas. We know we're not finding a con because we know where Tiny is, but in any seed that doesn't have to be the case, right? And scouring hints are always a neat place to go if you get lost. If you go, oh, what's my next bit of progression? I've got so many hints that are telling me to not do anything. Then you follow those hints. Maybe you find something that's useful. Go do more checks. See how far you can get through everything. So, now, we want to go get DK's medal to see what other hints I have for this region. Gotta love this. Beautiful Chrono Trigger music. It's so good. So, Aztec, the only hint we have a shops hint is the thing as well.
Yeah, that was the Aztec shops leads to other stuff.
Yeah, and if we're about to go see what Funky has, oh, how many coins do I have? I can do a neat little tech. Okay, we've got plenty of coins. If there's nothing in Funky's shop, then we know that candy purchase is on the path to everything. And if it's Slam...
Not impressed.
No, not impressed at all. So, let's go grab some more bananas and we get to listen to some Toad House. Now, do I land or do I stay in the air, everyone? Do we want this song or do we want the other song? Stay in the air? Okay, alright. Stay in the air for a little bit longer. We need to land eventually, but I'll go over here.
Yeah, that's the other thing as well. You'll notice as well in the bottom right corner, there's a number ticking down. That is basically how long we can fly. Hey, do you think that...
So about that bean we were talking about earlier.
Hey, I think it might be important.
Thanks, Alta. I appreciate you sending me the seed to play.
So we're both a mandatory rabbit race and a mandatory top of beanstalk. For reference, by the way, we don't have either. Oh, okay. Well, we just found one of the items.
Yeah.
I was about to say we don't have any of the items we need for it, but we just found it, which that was on the path to a lot of things.
Yeah. There's a slight problem with that. That's a tiny move, which means okay.
Tiny temples on the path to key 3, key 7, and final DK phase and Linky phase.
I'm seeing a pattern between these hints. They're all the same. They're all the same.
Yeah, it feels like... So, this part of the seed where it can start to feel like the main idea is you want to just rush to get to levels now. So what do we need? We need golden bananas. So it's kind of just a beeline for those.
Really?
And this is also the part of the seed where you might find we'd be getting hints for things we already did.
Yep.
Generally you'll still get useful hints, but sometimes you will just get hints Our favorites are the ones where we just get an item, we go to the hint right next to it. Hey, did you know the item you just got is important?
We call that getting dose-doored, where you go, yo, you just got hit with the hint right next to the thing it's hinting. You should have fun, actually.
Our favorite is the key, because it's like there's no doubt in our mind that we needed the key.
Exactly. We know it's there, but not only did the game tell us, we saw it. It's the only thing required to unlock K-Rool. You outright need the keys. So I'm just kind of golden banana hunting right now. We'll go loot vials in a sec, go after all those dirt patches, go for that vial.
And we can also take advantage of having coconut now.
Yes. I was thinking about doing DK's room, but I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to go do that straight away. So I'm going to go get DK's medal, do this check over here. Tiny Temple is hinted. That concerns me a little bit because we have what's known as level order slam. I forget what the actual check of it's called, but basically, if you remember the vanilla game, I was talking about the red, green, and blue slam earlier. Well, the thing is, the game will expect you to have red slam in castle, blue slam in, what is it, caves and forests?
Basically, level 5 and 6 will require the blue slam, level 7 will require the red slam. In this case, Aztec has become level 7, so that means Aztec has a red slam required. So if we need both slams, which, if I've written it down correctly, slams are Aztec and castle, which... Well, we have a pretty good idea of where one slam is in Aztec, but the question we have right now is, where is it in Castle?
Exactly, but we haven't really... I know Castle we haven't been to because we didn't have the golden bananas for it. Now, I've just realized, because I was rocker barreling all over the place, which, good music, I left behind some colored bananas over here, so let me just turn back around. It was for the music, it's worth it. Now I get DK's melon. Yeah, that does. Let me check my notes. What does a melon do? Nothing.
Yeah, let me just... I think I got an idea. One sec. Let me just write it down.
The anticipation.
Cool.
It is a health refill. It potentially has the goods. It might potentially be able to actually do things when you're low on health, but otherwise it's like, it's not really used for much. Now, I can do a check over here. It's out of logic, but, oh, I actually don't like my health right now.
Potentially too, to be fair.
Yeah, potentially. No, we're guaranteed to do two.
Yeah, guaranteed. Yeah.
Just this here is out of logic because there's no tag barrel in here, which means the game expects you to come in here with the intended columns. Okay, I'm gonna do a little trick where I kick here, grab the item, saxophone. Hey,
hello.
That's in fact the hinted item. And I'm gonna come back in here though. That was a bit annoying I did that, but that is fine.
Yep. So that's good information for us because now we can kind of start working backwards on items. Because we know that the top of the beanstalk is required, saxophone is one of the items you need for it.
Exactly.
So now we can start going, okay, Tiny Temple, that's saxophone. So now let's figure out the items in between. So in this case, we know pineapple is somewhere because the game would expect us to have pineapple launcher, chunky scan to get in here.
Exactly. Ooh, camera, face to face. There we go. Good boy, good boy. So the thing is as well, just like what I was saying with that, we now need to find the bean. The bean is now the most important thing we need to actually find. I thought that was the bean for a second there.
Yeah, no.
We don't know where it is, but considering the way these hints are shaping up to be, have I got every hint in Aztec? Very important I check because I will probably forget we got them all. But I'm still missing 2 golden bananas. Shockwave will help us with that.
Yep.
What we know...
Which we should probably also get that potion.
Yeah, I'm on my way there right now, just in case. Don't want to forget it. We now know that because that's a white vial and everything is part of the lanky phase, it's safe to assume that the thing that's on the beanstalk is probably barrel throwing, which will let us pick up boulders with relative ease. I like to call them my boys. They're great.
Yeah. Well, we found pineapple.
That would have been useful if I was in as...
Well, I'm still... Yeah, which... We got shocked. I don't think we don't have anything hinted for that one specifically, actually, huh?
Not at the moment yet, but we also don't have a hint for Shockwave.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, Yeah, we never found that hint for Shockwave yet.
Yeah, nor diving either. Because what was... Oh, no, we know diving's required.
We know diving is required, yes. Which, given Shockwave, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We have no idea if we even actually need that or not. So I'm just going to go around and get some golden bananas. Hopefully let us actually go to where I need to go. I'm going to show off a cool little trick right here. Another out of logic shenanigan I can go do. So I'm going to get my 31st golden banana over here. This would let me go into Castle. And hopefully Castle has key 1. But the game expects you to do a bunch of things to get over here. But I can actually just jump over. And then, if I jump over here, jump onto the little ear here. Oh, DK. I can jump on top of this roof and shockwave this. So now golden bananas are not an issue. I now want to go to, what level is it? Castle, which is level 5, which is back where I just was.
Yeah, we...
Went all over the place just to go back to where I started. So now we go back here. I'm going to try the trick one more time. We didn't get to talk about what I was doing before.
Yeah, this. So, this check is notorious because there's ways you can break the logic on it. The easiest way is with Tiny. And everyone hates that. Like, everyone in the Discord hates doing it.
Yeah, most people do. It's an annoying trick, and it's not easy, but it's easier to do with Tiny, Ponytail Twirl, or the intended method, which is with boulders. I don't have the means to do that. I'll grab this.
Yeah, but you can technically do it with almost every Kong. But yeah, the one that Spike found out was Diddy Kong.
Don't remind me that I discovered that. People still get annoyed at me for discovering that. Oh, we spawned here.
Well, so yeah, Creepy Castle. This is a really cool level. I like it a lot, especially in the base game. There is one thing you kind of have to deal with, which will become much more apparent as we start to climb it.
Well, luckily we have rocket barrels, so we don't actually have to do the proper climb, but we still have to go up the top.
Yeah, as you climb, basically the game tries to load everything. It does not like loading everything. It turns out that the N64 does in fact lag a lot with that.
Alright.
Castle rooms to key 3.
Really? Well, I mean, barrels is path 3, so it's just based on these hints. So that could be Chunky Museum.
It could be.
But that means we do need a slam and primate punch for that. Alright, let's do a little peek, see what's here. Nothing. That's a tiny Ponytail Twirl check. You can always see on the bonus barrels what they actually are. Mostly what you've seen has been golden bananas, but
technically you can reach it other ways, but don't. Don't.
I have oranges. It's tempting.
You could also just don't. Castle shops is useless.
That was our cave,
cave shops.
Which, we were in caves like an hour ago. We know.
Yeah, like 45 minutes.
Something like that. Yeah, the lag in this game's kind of ridiculous. We haven't actually spoken about the lag itself. It's more prevalent in speedruns than it is actually inside of the base game, inside the randomizer itself, but it is still a thing. Basically, I'm not the best at explaining this. I'm not big on the monkey science, but the way it works is lag was in the game because there's so much going on. They really overdid it with the console. It works, but sometimes it doesn't work as well as you'd like, so the game lags. What the devs did was went, okay, we know that the game likes to lag sometimes, so more money. We're just going to def abuse to take us back to the start of the whole area so we can go with the rest of it. And what the game does is goes, okay, you've lagged here. You are moving in this direction. To make up for the lag that we just gave you, we are going to move you forward. So the higher the lag, the further you go with a jump.
Yeah, you basically move faster is the simplest explanation for it. Which is what leads to some of the most obscene shenanigans, honestly, that you'll see. Like, if you throw an orange at yourself, you'll explode, and the game will lag so much, you can just kind of clip through walls.
Yeah.
Which we specifically don't abuse because, well, I mean...
glitchless.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. If you can avoid it, be as glitchless as you can. Things will happen. Sometimes you'll just swim through a clam.
and nothing controls it. It's not like you're trying to do it. Like if you do a race in this randomizer, or if you are doing any percent, 101%, doing any of the glitchless categories. I'm going to play bongos here to kill this splat. That's down below. You'll see the item in a sec. The actual rule set goes, you're not going to be disqualified from any race you do or have your time forfeit for doing a glitch, because the game sometimes will just do it for you. As long as you... Ooh, rolling banana.
Yeah, there's some they've had to just outright tell people, like, yeah, we don't want you to do this by accident. So, for example, a really funny one I always remember of is Japes. In Jungle Japes, there's an item you're meant to get with Tiny, but you can get it with Chunky, despite the fact that the way you get it is by making him giant to jump on a stump that you normally go tiny, you go very small to get into. So, yeah.
Avoid. And they actually had to patch it out because of how awkward it actually got. They had to make it so that only Tiny could get that item.
Yeah.
But you can sometimes just roll or swim. You can see right now the lag. Goodbye.
Yeah, so cops, if you get caught by them, you are forced back to the start of the level. And yeah, look, you get to see single digits for a bit. This is basically where the lag probably gets at its absolute worst.
Yeah, such as sometimes eating inputs. So I'm going to drop down. Cool thing about routing this is you end up actually learning where everything is. Hey, Cranky. You just know where everything is. So if you have Rocket Barrel and you want to loot everything that's on the surroundings, you don't have to climb all the way or just rocket away around the outside and figure out where everything is. You can just go, oh, I just drop down here. Takes me exactly where I want to go. But yeah, the lag's kind of ridiculous at some of these levels. I remember doing a practice a few weeks ago, swimming in Galleon. I did nothing, I was just holding the A button and suddenly, oh, I'm just in Lighthouse. I'm just in this building from just swimming into it. It's just uncontrollable how that happens sometimes.
Yep. But to go back to some hints now, we now have some information we kind of need to revise. We thought Castle Surroundings was related to Rocket, which it could still be, to an extent, but it always, in hindsight, probably not anyway.
Yeah.
Hindsight. But what we do know is that it could be related to other things. So, for example, we don't have information. We have some information on Mini Monkey being related to Key 3 and 7, if I remember correctly.
Yes, which is all leading to the Beanstalk as well.
But it could also potentially lead to an item here, depending on what we can figure out with Saxophone.
Exactly.
And that's the question you sometimes have to ask, is like, what are certain items leading to, based on what you know?
Okay, we have one more hint. If that hint is not key 1, then I've got questions.
Huh.
I think that's the boss. I don't know. Did we find it? We didn't find anything on the surroundings, didn't we?
No, and that...
Alright, well, I'm gonna go get DK's medal. Otherwise, I think we have to go back to Forest. This is awkward. The game hasn't told us what key 1 is. And if it's that hint I left behind, then... Oops.
Unfortunate. Which is a thing that can happen as well sometimes. Sometimes you will just... It is the inherent nature of a randomizer. There is just luck that will be involved. You can mitigate it as much as you can, but sometimes it just happens.
We're just walking around the surroundings collecting these, so if you got some donations, feel free to take it away.
Sure thing. We have a $15 from Mikasa. It says, gotta respect the Super Mario Land 2 music grab.
It's so good.
On the...
His mic might have turned off. His mic might have turned off.
Alright, so we're just going to go to Forest now. We're going to go get that hint in that arena that we missed.
Yep.
In the end, we had to push these golden bananas anyways.
Yeah, it's hardly the worst, but also obnoxious. Because no tiny.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm going to go do something real quick. I'm just going to hit the switch. This is a check we like to call the check of legends. If someone else gives you this, then you're wondering if I'm going to find something here.
Okay.
Never mind.
But that doesn't rule out the other one.
Let's just pretend that doesn't exist. Not for now, anyways. Alrighty, so I'm
get a
just
quick
going to
message
go
in?
rush that in. Oh, yeah.
I was just going to mention again that we are raising money for Game on Cancer. Game on Cancer is a charity which funds early career cancer researchers who are working across all areas of cancer research to make this the last generation to die from cancer. And if you would like to donate, go to donate.ausspeedruns.com.
Feel free to keep going if you want it.
Sure thing. We did have a $50 from a Wrinkly Com. Did leave a few notes in the, a few hints in the donation message if they are required.
Give it 2 seconds. If this over here doesn't tell us anything, we might need it. This better be a hint to P1. I think it kind of has to be, right? That's the hint we missed. Hi, Wrinklycon.
I was gonna say the way of the horde is forest. It's like it starts forest, donkey.
Forest donkey. Ah, okay, so we couldn't have done that. So
Forest,
we didn't actually...
donkey, metal.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was the next thing I was probably going to go do. We didn't have DK when we were here, so we actually couldn't have done that until semi-recently, is the thing.
Thank you for the $50, Wrinklycon.
Thanks, Wrinklycon.
Yeah. Which we were coming back here to loot anyway, because there's a lot to loot here.
I'm going to guess what's happened is that coconut we found might have ruined this seed. I think what's happened is we had to go to Aztec to get Coconut Gun, to go to Galleon to get a hint saying that Key 1 is in fact on the metals. That's what I think has happened, which meant that I didn't actually make any mistakes in that. The game just delayed telling us that hint, which does suck, but what can you do about it? Anyways, in theory, I should land on some coins. I did that right, cool. Let's go get some of these. So hopefully this is it. So feel free to keep going. We're just going to be hold forward for a little bit.
There's nothing coming through at the moment, but we appreciate everyone hanging out and enjoying the run so far. It has been an interesting seed for sure. I've been following the chat, and there's been a lot of a lot of discussion about how this one is going. And the moment when you saw that Bean was going to be important, there was a lot of beans in the chat.
Good.
Yep.
Specifically from Alta.
Yeah, that sounds like Alta Biscuit there.
Of course it is.
I think I already did the shout out to Alta anyways for helping out with this.
You say helping with a little bit of
Helped with this, and to be fair, made a lot of good memes about so many shenanigans that have happened to people where it's just like, everything's going great, and then the worst check you could think of is actually important.
Yeah. So I'll be honest, this is probably going slightly over estimate. I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit. And if anything goes wrong, direct all blame not to me, but to Alta Biscuit. So this is a check I'm not supposed to be able to do. I need strong comp logically, but I can just slam the switch. So why am I doing this despite being told Forest DK Metal? For 2 reasons. 1, because I need golden bananas still. This pace is really bad. But also, to top it off, there is a 5-pack right here, and if I routed this correctly... Punch!
Which... we did have Galleon Caverns. Which is...
Oh, let me try that again. Galleon Caverns hinted, you say?
Yep, that was hinted for a Diddy phase.
Well, that'll get us peanuts, but also lets us... Oops, I need to be DK for this. I'll grab this and we're going to go straight to Galleon.
Yeah, there's a few things we can do with it.
Yeah, but more importantly, we can go get some hints in Galleon. This seed is a little bit rough. These seeds have a lot of variety to them. Sometimes they can go very quick, sometimes they can go quite a while. And usually what will happen for marathons is someone will go over the seed to make sure it's nothing too bad. But the thing about that is people do like to watch some of us runners, how do I word this politely?
Suffer.
Yeah. So they do sometimes give us ones that are a little interesting. But if I can get golden bananas, we are probably fine. And yes, I know, I didn't go to the caverns. I want to go here. There is a warp here that will take me to the caverns. So if it's only path to Diddy phase, it's just going to be Peanut. Peanut will be nice to have. But there's also a punch check here.
Yeah, right.
Nice. And there's also just a whole lot of stuff. And Coconut Gun... I'm just going to hit this balloon first. DK. See what I mean about this lag? Can I walk into it and slam it? No. DK. It's okay. You'll be fine.
Oh, that is... I think there's 3 frames at that point.
Yeah, shoutouts to DK64Randomiser.com for you also can experience 2 frames per hour.
Alta has said that they weren't expecting you to be running on the lag machine.
Yeah.
That may have changed some expectations.
We wanted to make sure we had the original hardware prepared for them.
Yeah. I do not have a Wii U, which is the other way you can run this. Wii U is a lagless system for it, and it's on the Virtual Console, so it's something that Nintendo did give you access to. They made some decisions.
More like they chose not to address the elephant in the room in that it's kind of intentional that you move faster when the game lags, because there's some parts were built around the fact that you did that. Most notoriously is... Well, there's two ones I can think of.
Before you say the 2 things, I just want everyone here to say, hi, Kevin. Hi, Kevin!
Yep.
And now, more importantly, give it a second, and bye, Kevin!
Yay!
The 2 things?
So, when Tiny has to fight K. Rool, she has to go inside his boot and shoot his toes. His toes are basically trying to squish you. Don't question it. But the game lags during that like crazy, so you can dodge it. When it's not lagging, you have less than a second to react. And he covers half the screen. And then the other case is a mini game that I will not say the full name of for reasons. But it is basically the idea is it was what we saw before. You had to shoot the bananas and not the Kongs. The thing is that also works off lag, so you have like probably half a second to shoot the banana, and you see the banana 10 frames in. So you basically, 5 frames in, probably more like. But either way, you have like less than half a second to be able to even hit it. So it's like, no. Whenever anyone gets to that, it's basically like if a runner is there or a randomizer player is there, they will just be like, hey, use a pause buffer.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. The randomizer devs did fix that, so if you're playing rando and not vanilla, you will be able to actually play the game the way you thought you would be able to play it. Let's word it that way. It gets rid of all those lag issues. So either you play with lag and the minigames function, or you play without lag and you'll guess it, the minigames function.
Which, yeah. And speaking of that hint, Outskirts Key 37 DK Lanky, we probably know what that is.
Probably Shockwave,
yeah,
if I were to hazard a guess. So let's hit this. We want this to be a golden banana for a few reasons. Once Diddy hits the switch.
Which can't even be entirely blamed on lag for this time.
No, that switch is very awkward to hit no matter what you actually do.
In fact, I'd say the lag makes it easier.
Yeah,
like,
probably.
not by much, but it does help.
Now, I wanted that to be a golden banana for 2 reasons. One, I need 64. But also, there's a weird thing that sometimes happens just because rando do be rando at times. That check's normally a golden banana, and the devs of the original game took that into account by going, hey, if you go through a loading zone and come back, that'll stay a golden banana. But sometimes if that item spawns to something not a golden banana, when you leave this room, that item is no longer there. Now I'm going to do a neat little trick to avoid being seasick. Tag to Diddy, jump up on top here, jump up and get the blueprint. So that way I can leave this room without seasick and hopefully without taking about 5 cannonballs to the face.
Probably still getting 5 cannonballs to the face.
It's okay, you don't need to tell me that. It's only 2? Alright, good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the thing is, if you're drunk enough, the 2 looks like a 5.
Okay, I'm not going to question that one. Alright, so we'll grab this golden banana. I'll also, I believe I'm on 40 Diddy bananas, which means if I also just grab these, I can get Diddy's medal. Just Diddy. Okay, so the golden bananas are now starting to catch up, which is good. So now I'll take this one wall all the way back over here, and now we have Chunky Punch. So we can go get Chunky's medal, we can go get, yes, DK's medal, we can get Lanky's medal. A bunch of checks back to back. Orange. How did that hit this up? Alright, so there's a fairy here. There's our peanut pop guns. So now Diddy phase is taken care of. I'm not going to worry about writing that down.
Yep, so we can just cross off entirely. Which also means we can ignore the Galleon Caverns hints now.
Now, I'm now still figuring out need to figure out where this key 1 is. I definitely don't have it and just forgot about it, right? Yeah, I don't have 1, 3, 7, and 8. Where's key 1? See, look, these golden bananas. We just got like 10 in a few minutes. Where's key 1? We definitely don't have a hint for that. Or we do. What's that hint for outskirts? That's 37 DK. Do we have a hint for key 1? We're missing hints in Jungle Japes. Jungle Japes probably has a hint telling us where to go. Jungle Japes is level 6. So we want to go there and hopefully find a key.
Yeah, well, Peanuts luckily gives us one of the hints.
Yeah, Peanuts and Coconut Gun will get us the hints. Well...
It'll get us all but 1 hint. We'll always miss 1 hint because we don't have Tiny yet, because that's the whole point of us finding this.
Oh, I don't have barrels.
Yeah. We're not getting barrels for a while.
Yeah, we also don't have Featherbow. We have Mini Monkey and Sax. So we can do a few. Oh no, this is a slam level, isn't it?
It is. But
yeah.
This does get some medals for comms.
So we'll go get DK's medal. I have a feeling what's happening. I think we're getting what's known as either or.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Do you want to explain what I'm probably talking about while I make my way over to this potential hint?
Yeah. So in Donkey Kong 64, there's options, let's say, to be able to complete certain items. And if both of those options are available, the game will not hint it directly, because technically you could use one or the other.
Exactly.
So because you could use one or the other, it doesn't. It means, for example, say if you needed... There it is.
Okay, well, I think I know exactly where it is, because I may or may not have left one rocker barrel check behind in Aztec when I found that coconut gun. So I'll probably go do that, but there's another hint I can go get, so I might as well grab it. Plus...
Isn't that Punch in that case? Isn't that Punch that you got from DK's medal in Forest?
Oh yeah, it was Forest. Yeah, you're right. So Punch is path to 1. So we got nothing in Galleon because we know Peanuts ain't path. So that's probably just Chunky Shed.
It probably is, because Punch and... straight. Which is a bit of a funny one, because we have a hit. We have a hint for castle surroundings, but it's not for that one.
Exactly. Another, and Chunky Shed is an either-or. You need punch, but you can either use triangle, or you could use pineapple and gorilla gone, which is interesting. Luckily, doing all this, we have gotten a lot of golden bananas, so once we actually get what we need, we're not actually that far off from the goods. We're not far off from being able to get into Helm.
Galleon shops on P3 DK Lanky phase.
So there was a tiny, let me quickly go get DK's medal. I can go and grab it very easily over around this walk. So, what was the other thing we got in the shops? We got, was it triangle? No, it wasn't triangle.
Was it grape?
Over here. Grape? Let me take a look. I'll have a look. We know that there is another thing, so that could be pointing towards that. We've got a lot of golden bananas now, so let's go to Castle. Castle is level, I believe it was 5? Yep, level 5. So, this is the fun part of the hints now, is we need to go, okay, so that hint was talking about Galleon shops. We know in Galleon shops, one thing I did get was grape shooter. And we can use negative information to know that's not the answer, because grape shooter, oh, no, actually, grape didn't contribute to those other keys, didn't it?
Yeah. To my understanding, no.
So it could be grape, but it could also be the other thing, and we don't quite know that yet. Now, if we find key 1, this seed now opens up, because key 1 will then get us Tiny Com. We can actually then go loot production quite well, which is where I do want to actually go next, provided it isn't Gorilla Grab that I'm actually looking for. So there are 2 punch checks, or 3 punch checks that come to mind, because Pineapple, I believe, was somewhat of a random location. So, if key 1 is not here, it could be the medal. So, we want to see a key. Please?
Yep.
Hey,
all right, cool.
There we go.
Key 1, there we go.
All right.
So this opens up a lot for us. Main thing, factory, which we know Tiny is there, who can also be found by Chunky.
And yeah, there's some easy punch checks that it could be referring to, but...
Well, actually, I thought it couldn't in this case. Because Recon...
Yeah, so if... Wait a second. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Chunky.
I have a thought. A very vanilla thought. We'll find out. It could also just be the medal. Could also be... No, it's not going to be the toy monster. I think we rolled a vanilla con is my best guess right now. But either way, we're getting close to golden bananas. We're now at the point where it's mostly just getting moves and keys.
That's good because we had a production hint.
So in this seed, we need to open production to turn it on. We need Coconut Gorilla Grab. So we need to open up a really long cutscene to get us there. Does Diddy have... Yes. Let's go grab this. That's the one thing I was good about delaying key 1 at least, is we're now at the point where we're very close to actually receiving...
And for what it's worth, we're kind of winding down on everything now. We have all the ways to get to key 8 once we get the keys. So it's just a matter of finding the bean, which... I'm honestly thinking that's what we're going to find at production.
Maybe.
It would make the most sense to me because it can't be a Kong. That's another thing to mention. Hints will outright tell you a Kong. They will not be, this Kong leads to this. It will be... So that's an important thing to remember. It will always be a move or an item, in this case, for the bean. Storage and Arcade has a potion.
Yeah, so we know the area where you normally find Chunky in this game. That's the Storage and Arcade area. There is a check. There is one potion that's there. Now, one potion doesn't mean keys or coins. Now, one thing I should mention as well, since we're about to come up to 50 golden bananas, when I said earlier that we needed 64 golden bananas to get key 8, that's not completely the whole thing. Basically, to get to Hideout Helm, which is where your vanilla key 8 location is, you actually need 50, not 64. But, thanks. That's such a good hint. You know, the thing that we did just a few minutes ago? Thanks, video.
Classic.
You need 50 to get into Helm, and then if you remember at the end of Hideout Helm was the crown door and the coin door. Oh, it's not that. It's probably just the metal then, which we can do by doing this.
The metal or... Yeah.
We have punch, pineapple, coconut grab. That gets us most of Chunky's bananas. But yeah, we, what was I saying? We know that we, what was it? I'm not losing track of these hints. Is anyone following the hints? Anyone able to help? Anyone? No? 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 Oh.
Okay.
That might be a problem.
So, yeah, which one were we going over again?
We were talking about...
Oh. That's a really good song for production.
That is a good one. Sanctuary Fortress. Well, either way, we are trying to find the bean.
We're also trying to find candy, I just remembered, so it might actually be that world. So.
Yeah, it could be, and then it's the shared potion in caves, which is probably a slam, since we need that.
In Aztec.
Oh, yeah, slam, the candy shop in Aztec, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're really trying to find our friend. We're trying to find Tiny. I'm going to go in here. Don't think the check over here is going to be the thing, but we're going to go get coloured bananas. We're going to go hit this.
Punch.
But Spike, platforms are spawning here. Don't you want to go and jump on the platforms? Why else would you spawn them? What are you doing? What I'm going to do is go here, tag to Lanky. I'm going to tag to Chunky, actually. Grab this, and then jump backwards on these platforms to go grab the coloured bananas. So in that way, it's just a little bit of an optimization there. You know, there's another possibility.
There is.
Could be on our boss. Coconut gun. Alright, I think we got enough coins. But yeah, you're right. Because we know that punch is not path to what's known as free cons, which we never got to really see this seed, we know that a punch check cannot be tiny. Negative info is great.
Yep. It can. The only way it could be related is if it was basically an either-or situation, which none of the punch direct items are either-ors. They require punch, no questions asked. The only exception I could think of is the metal.
Yeah, the metal has a few ways, because there's a few balloons around, there's a few bananas up production, which we just went and activated. So now we're going to go for a slow climber production. So if you do have any donations, we are mostly just going to be waiting on a bunch of cutscenes. So feel free to take it away if you want.
Alright, we don't have anything new just yet, but I do want to shout out the upcoming incentive for the Super Mario 64 bonus 1-star run. That'll be coming up soon. If you would like to donate towards that, feel free to leave a message in your donation stating that you want to put the money towards those incentives.
Yeah, we're just hitting a few of these switches. Hopefully spawning golden bananas would be nice. Blueprints will also take.
Also, just in case it's potential an item in production, also potentially requires us to get something else to come back later. But we'd rather not come back later, we'd rather just get it now.
Yeah, hoping that's the case. Alright, so... Ooh, I might have got on that. Golden banana.
So it might be the Kasplat in here.
Could be the Kasplat. Could also be the Strong Con check.
Yeah, it could also be DK's check.
Yeah, which I'll do. Oh, whoops. Oh, that's fine. We've got to wait for the platform. Or I can just not do this, actually. This is very awkward when you don't have time. Weird thing that happens with tag anywhere in this game is when you tag, your character just drops like a rock. So if you have to do double tags, if I have to go, oh, I want to tag from DK to Lanky. Lanky is 2 slots to the right. By the time I do that, Lanky has already just dropped. So I can grab that with Tiny and Chunky easily because that is a 1 tag away. Now, that was only a fairy. We don't need... Ooh, lag. Ooh. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, we found another laggy room in this game. And what'll happen, well, what I was saying was, okay, I gotta wait a cycle.
Yeah, thankfully we don't need that fairy.
Yeah, we don't need it, so the timer can just go out. So now, I land on here. So that's going to put us at 35. And from where I spawned, where's the best place to go? I could just climb the pipe, there's 20 there. Actually, dropping from testing would probably be the quickest way, I reckon, activate the 1 and 2 wall. Yeah, because that takes me to Snipes. But more importantly, I get a hint here.
Hooray.
Let's grab this. Okay, give me a good hint. Huh? Sprint. No, wait, no, what keys was that path to?
It might be triangle.
Yeah, it has to be either triangle or pineapple. Because it's not sprint, because sprint got us key 5. Interesting. I don't actually want that. We're going to go up this pipe a little, get some lanky bananas, and then we are going to gracefully land on this platform right here, and hopefully not have the camera cause any problems. Okay. Yeah, that's...
So I guess it is down there. Because, yeah, I do believe that was a production hint.
That was a weird angle. So that means StrongCon's out there somewhere, right?
It might be the shop. Yeah, it might be one of the shops.
Could be. Well, we'll see what we find here. If it's not this, then we need Ponytail 12. Now, this room, you're supposed to take damage. So the game's like, hey, look, you need StrongCon here, because otherwise you're just going to, you know, lose all your health. You kind of can just...
The beam!
Alright, everyone get ready. As soon as I grab it, we need to get little magic words. Once Chunky goes through the wall, and...
Bean!
There we go.
So yeah, I didn't mention this as well with all the comms. They all take different knockbacks. So in this case, Chunky takes the lowest, so you can just have him take the hit, and then he just goes almost nowhere. So you can just jump through and keep going.
It's also because since Chunky's can be a little bit taller, what can happen is, I'm going to go backwards over here. Since Chunky's a little bit taller as well and jumps higher, you can take damage at a higher point of the jump, and what that ends up actually meaning is that you get hit earlier and you can therefore act a little quicker. Now, luckily, I'm getting exactly 50 here, and if this better be tiny.
Hey! Alright.
Finally. I don't think I want to stick around
Well, we
anymore.
do because Candy is someone.
Yeah, well, we don't know if we need Candy. CB is a path to DK phase, but Barrels is path to DK phase, which tells me it's probably the boss.
Well,
so
one thing. Yeah, I guess we could. Yeah, well, let's go C first. If it's the castle boss, then we're fine, and we can ignore stuff.
yeah, well, for now, I'm going to go do the check that I know at least Alta and anyone in chat has actually been waiting for.
Yeah.
So we're actually now going to do the beanstalk check. We've been hyping up the bean. We finally found it. We have Tiny now. We have Mini Monkey, Saxophone, the bean. It's now time for the climb.
Yep. Though I will say, usually Tiny is the last thing we get for it.
Yeah, that was definitely new for me. Never had that one happen to me before. It's very weird.
Like, we even got the bean first by like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it wasn't long, but it was long enough that it did actually matter. Now, we almost have the GBs that we actually do need now, which is good. So what are we missing? We're missing key 3, key 7. Hopefully this is Barrels that satisfies that.
And then Blast. Blast is the big one we're still missing, which Factory Colored Bananas is on the path to DK phase. So
I think the triangle was the hinted item. Triangle has to lead to to StrongCon. I think I know where. It's not on Save the Rabbit, is it?
do we do it for posterity's sake?
I might hear some words from Vern and Ash if I don't do it. I don't know, but also, this run's already been going on for a while. As much as I would like to go and show off a cool thing, I think we need to go push to the end of this run.
Yeah.
So, in theory, this should be barrel throwing, which, if this is actually barrels, that's two of my most favorite things in this video game. in the exact same area. I love barrel throwing. It's portable platforms, it's great. Bean is a great meme. Are these my two favorite things in one? Let's
Beautiful.
go. All right.
Yeah, Spike is known for taking boulders and just seeing what he can do with it.
You can put them in some very funny places.
He has climbed to the top of multiple temples by just dropping a giant boulder somewhere and be like, yeah, that should work.
Don't know why I didn't grab these. I just grabbed the one. I think I was distracted. So, let's now figure out these last few hints. Hopefully we can get endgame going sooner rather than later. Alright, so I will grab this golden banana, and then I'm not going to push any more golden bananas for the rest of the run.
Yeah.
They might show up, but I don't need them.
Do we think it's a... Yeah, do we think it's a factory medal or the factory boss for DK phase?
Well... So we know for a fact that beam was on the path to production. Is that 3 DK Lanky? Or 7 DK Lanky?
Could probably check the hints quickly.
Yeah, we can check the hints there real quick. So we're after production. Production is in fact on the path to
3 DK Lanky. So
key 7.
So barrels is 3 DK Lanky. Oh.
So key 7 is an interesting one as well. The things we have on the path to key 7 was triangle. Okay. Aztec shops to 7 and 3. DK Lanky Mini Monkey. Interesting set of hints, but I have a feeling in Factory it may be the boss. So this also gives us thinking time. So let's quickly go to Factory, which is level 2. Thank you. All right. Hoping we can find this stuff sooner rather than later, because we do have to get to K-Rool and Helm first.
Grab was just in a shop. Bongos we started with, so yeah, that wouldn't be related.
This is interesting. Do I have enough for the boss? I do, and the boss was in storage. So, I'm going to go here. We're going to go fight the boss. In theory, if we see a yellow vial, we're good. And then that's all of K-Rool taken care of.
And it's just a matter of finding the keys that we need.
Exactly. Which 7... Barrels was not on the path to that, but... Back this way. So, where's key 3? We can push Helm no matter what. If we get key 7, we're fine. But it's got to be on a C-beams.
Yeah, key 3 is related to Aztec Oasis, castle surroundings. Which we haven't done anything for castle surroundings.
The surroundings... Well, I mean, I can check the Mini Monkey check.
Yeah, that was my thought.
So, in theory, yellow. Alright. So
Alright, this... Surely.
No way. This is just going to be a barrels boss. This is just going to be Army 1, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, Doga 1.
Alright, so this is just a lot of throwing barrels, so if you have any more donations, feel free. And if any of them are by Wrinkly Con, for the sake of this run being done sooner rather than later, go ahead.
Awesome. We did get a $50 from Joe Brett, which is said a 1-star run. Yes, please. Yes, putting that money towards the Super Mario 64 bonus of 1-star run. And there was a little bit more in that previous donation from Wrinkly Con. I was holding off on some of it just for your sake. And yeah, after it said where the horde was forest, donkey metal, castle, tiny trash can factory, boss defeated.
There we go.
Castle trash can.
So we figured it. We already knew. All right, cool.
Yeah. Hopefully that pushes us to the end of the scene. We do need to figure out key 3. I think key 3 is really the only enigma. Because we have all our Helm instruments, which means when we get to Helm, we actually can go and get things going from there. We just need to get key 7. Which in the... Okay, so if CBs and Castle are path 2, 3 and 7... No, CBs to 7, surroundings 3, 7. I think that means we are getting... Having blast. Medals. Tiny DK.
Yeah.
Very easy. Chunky requires 2 moves we already have. Lanky requires Slam. Oh. Oh, it's the Slam, I think, is what's going on.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, like, wait, Castle has a slam, so it might be we're looking for both.
But then that might mean as well, so we're going to Castle level 5. Oh yeah, we're only missing 1 slam. Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. It gives us 1 slam. That slam lets us get Lanky Medal, which I already prepared. That's going to be key 7. We go to Helm, get key 8, spend that time thinking about key 3, and then the seed's done. But key 3 also has to be slam locked is the thing. So, our level 6 is Japes.
Yeah, we knew there was a potion in Japes, like Japes' whole side.
But that would be... Yeah, we know there was a red potion that was locked by Coconut Gun, which was the Oasis to 3. So red potion on the path to 3. We don't have guitar. I don't want to go this wall.
Yep.
I do want to just quickly mention that we did get another $7 donation from Giolo Bread, which does tick us over to $6,000 total for the event so far. So thank you so much, everyone, for your generosity.
That's amazing. Now, if this is a slam, that's very convenient because we use the slam literally right now. So that will hopefully get us key 7, and then we will just push to Helm, figure out this key 3. But it could very well be that thing for Japes if this is a slam. Japes, slam, there's only a few checks out of the locks.
Oh, wait, yeah, did we want to check Galleon Cranky Tiny just to be safe?
Galleon Cranky Tiny, because that could be the Strong Kong, is that what you're thinking? Or
It's like, it could be the Strong Kong or it could be something else. Maybe we should check just to be safe.
Probably, but if we do get key 7 from doing this, then we go through Helm first, because the only thing key 3 is required to do is actually unlock the final boss.
Yeah.
So we can get all the rest of our chores done. This guaranteed puts us over the top anyways. I'm not even going to check the arena. I don't think there's a reason to check the arena. Ooh, nice music overlap. In theory, key 7.
Fine.
I did just get another donation in from Wrinkly Kong. If you would like some assistance.
I got 1 check I want to do. If that 1 check gets us the key, sweet. If it doesn't, then
we'll see what Wrinkly Kong has to say.
Yeah, exactly. This is definitely a little bit harder than I was expecting it to be. We are pushing through, but yeah, we're definitely already at the estimate time. So I'm gonna activate my inner speedrunner. Alright, what do we got? What does Wrinkly have to say?
Wrinkly Kong with the $25 says another way of the Horde hint pack for you. Factory, Diddy, Storage, Room, Barrel, Castle, Chunky, Museum.
That one we knew, so.
Yeah, Chunky Museum. So let's go Factory first.
Yeah.
Factory is...
Level 2.
Thank you. This is why so much to keep track of. So I did skip... I was thinking about doing that check, but we were at the very end of the game. You don't need Spring for it, but one of these checks is pointing to Spring, apparently.
It's probably the Japes Hill side. So that is probably what it is. The key we're going to get here.
Yeah, so once I get past this little friend here, and past again, I go up here, tag to Lanky, and whoop. So now we go over here. Also, mad appreciation to Alter again, because Alter is from America. It is late. I mad appreciate it. Oh, is it?
Storage. Oh, it's the slam firing. Slam firing. That's how bad. That's how bad.
Yeah. I heard that completely wrong. Also, I don't like this minigame. Goodbye.
None of us do.
No, people do like it.
It's alright. It's alright when it's not a minute long.
Yeah. It's also alright when I listened to the hint that I was told and didn't go to a completely different area. Nah, happens to a lot of people. There's so much information in this game. If you don't have a good way of writing down and keeping track of things, it's very easy to.
So yeah, that's why vines is needed. So that's leading to one of the keys. I think. Where do we get vines? I'm trying to remember. Oh no, we got vines from the metal.
Yes.
So the metal gave that. So this is because you needed slam.
You needed slam to get vines, not to do this. This is a check I could have done while I was here. The problem is, there it is. The problem is these are checks that you frequently peak, right? But what happens is when you know you're at the end of the game, you kind of just rush your hints. I'm missing all these. Some people here who know DK probably don't even recognize this minigame because this is not actually a minigame. This is one of the 2 animal arena games that you get in the main menu that has been repurposed to be used in the actual randomizer, which is very neat. It's point-based rather than time-based, so all I have to do is 5 points for these rings, 10 points for these in the air, and it's that. And the point timer, or the point counter, didn't really like it when we were finished. It kind of just slowly faded away bit by bit. So this should be key 7. Oh wait, no, key 7 or key 3? Yeah, key 7. So we know where key 3 is, but I'm going to go push to the end game real quick, and I'll go back and do that a little later. So I'm going to go and do my last set of blueprints. We need exactly 64. I believe with Diddy and Chunky, that should be enough to be 64. And then we push to the end of the game. Now, we're back here again. Everyone here knows what that means, right? Everyone remember what we're supposed to do? Alright, remember, when the golden banana touches... Oh, banana. I didn't hear that. That was very quiet. Well, we got one more attempt, and then everyone needs to go do that, alright?
Yep, it's exactly the amount we need. Cool.
Perfect, and it's a requirement, okay? We have to go and say it. So just give it a sec. It's going to drop down. Diddy's going to grab them. It's going to say 64. We've got to hear the magic words. Oh, banana. There we go. Alright, so now, this is how this end game works. So what happens is that normally you need keys 6 and 7 to get up to the top here. Same occurs in the randomizer. But in Season 4, to get to the top, you may not need monkey porch. You might need baboon balloon. Everyone get ready for this. This is so cool. Get ready. And...
we have liftoff.
Let's go.
This does not normally work like this, obviously.
It's so cool. So now the mouth is open here, and normally you need Gone and Vines to activate a switch here. That is swapped by an instrument, but also to save time and get rid of Vines, this warp is just active. We can go here into Helm. So our Helm phase is Chunky and DK. We don't need to do all 5 rooms, it's just those. We also spawn at the very end to save time. Chunky's room's this way. So we've also changed it to make it a bit quicker because Helm can take forever. We're going to go here.
Why is there a white vial there?
Why is there a white vial indeed? If I miss the cutscene, skip, I'll grab it. But only if I miss it. So there's only going to be one mini game in here. This mini game could be anything. Ideally, it's something quick.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Doable.
These are just a bunch of mini games. Feel free to do some donations. What I will say before though is I'm about to try cutscene skip. I won't talk about it yet. Feel free if you've got donations, go ahead.
We don't have anything new coming in just yet, but thank you again everyone for hanging out with us this evening, or this afternoon, whatever time it is for you around the world.
I just wanted to show everyone Coconut Gun, apparently.
Yeah.
I'll go and explain what the cutscene skip is. Was that another potion?
Oh boy.
Wait, what is this?
Homing ammo.
Yo! That doesn't help.
Yeah.
It's good when it's hinted, because it only is used for a few checks. What does it get me? Nothing. Yep, that is another potion. Alright, so I'll explain what I was saying about cutscene skip earlier, because I missed it. Basically, there is a cutscene that plays at the end of completing the H-Blastomatic phase. If you play your instrument at a 2-frame window, you'll play your instrument, just like you'd expect, but it overlaps the cutscene. Now, This minigame's an interesting one as well. This is not in the original game. Anyone who played vanilla would never have seen this minigame. There's actually a few minigames that were hidden in the game's code that the randomizer did actually bring. Done sooner rather than later. So we can go move on to the Mario run. I'm looking forward to the Mario 64 run. Anyone else here looking forward to that run? Woo! Yeah, let me get this over and done with so we can go and watch that run together. I'm really looking forward to that. What was I saying? So a lot of these doors normally require crowns and coins. This door, as you can see, is not a door. In fact, it is a gap. There is no door. It is just there.
Yeah, it just was kind of left open. K-Rool's just kind of rushed out.
Yeah, he had to disappear in a
So,
hurry.
and then it was like, I didn't need to lock this door at least. I don't know, 64 bananas. Haha, you'll never get that many. What?
How dare you? So now, there's golden bananas there. So now we have key 8. So now we have to quickly go get that key 3. We know exactly where it is now. Castle is level 5. And then we can go finish the seed. We are almost done this. So what will happen is we'll go to Chunky Museum. We'll go get key 3. And then we have 3 K-Rool phases, which are honestly the 3 quickest ones. Good. And those 3 will be DK, Lanky, and Diddy. So there'll be a few lag reduction strats I will talk about.
Yep. Because basically what you do, most of what they do in the speedrun is what we... the speedrun in the normal game is what we do here, because there's not really many other ways you can speed it up.
Yeah, it's really just trying to make it easier to... well, what's the words I was looking for? Making it so that you go through quicker by hiding all the images. Now, we're going to go down here. Chunky Museum is over here, and it's just a couple of buttons to do things with.
Also, some luck.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there are 3 switches you hit. Even in the randomizer, completely random. You don't know which is which. You need to hit 3 in order, so it's just you have 6 attempts.
Yep, and if you hit the wrong one, you get zapped.
Exactly. Also, Hey Diddy. Hey. And more importantly, I'll show that one off in a second. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. You might have seen it a little distance. I'll probably show that off. All right, that's 1. That's 2.
Good. Now let's see. Is it? Okay. We're good.
All right. Speaking of shout-outs, shout-outs to Connor75. So, that's not a completely random thing. There was a race that happened at GDQ a few weeks ago, which was Connor75 versus Kuiper Don't Care. He cares, by the way. And they put my face on the screen. So, there you go, Connor. There's revenge. You got my face? I got yours. Although I picked a not embarrassing photo for you. Mine's, So anyways, K-Rool, we're at the end of the seed. So, K-Rool ship spawn 3 phases. So I'm going to go through some lag reduction strats. Basically, this fight is so lag, it's ridiculous. I do not want to look at K-Rool. So what I'm going to do is, first person, go over here and zoom in. So now, I'm looking over here. There are going to be 3 slams. I'm going to jump early to get into the barrel. 3 bounces. 1, 2, 3. Now I have to quickly turn the camera around. Do not want to look, it gets incredibly laggy. So now 3.5. Try that again. 1, I'll just do 4. 4's safe. 3.5, you can do it a little quicker. 4's safe. Turn it around, and then it's going to be 5 laps. So shout outs to the music devs again. We have Battle of the Big Bridge FF5 playing. You can actually plan out music in this. This song for me, whenever I play DK, this song always plays for the final boss. It's an absolute banger. I love most of the Final Fantasy boss music. Both songs is really good.
Yeah, I give a personal shout out to Mega Man X5 X vs. Zero. It's my personal favorite one to put here.
Oh, yeah. Now, to speed up since I've gone a little over time. I'm going to give out all my shout-outs now while I'm in K-Rool. Lanky Phase is quite boring. K-Rool's going to slip over a banana peel 3 times. He cannot see, as you can see.
Yeah. As for why that happens, stick around.
Now, so for some shout-outs I want to give to the entire DK64 Randomiser.com developer team. You've got so many people, I'm going to miss names, but you have Tudos, Balam, LaRock, Green Bean, Snap, Umed, Almost Seagull. There's a bunch of other people that have done some stuff, including your Bismuth, Xenonicus, I believe, has done some stuff. There's so many names to actually mention. You've all done an amazing job and keep adding things. You're all amazing. Thank you so much for making a random. The actual Discord itself, Discord at DK64Randomiser.com, you're all amazing as well. An amazing community. We're always, I'm doing this wrong, that's fine. I'm just going to throw this on the trombone pad to make it safe. You're going to go diagonal, that's fine, and then you come back towards me. And that's Lanky Phase done. The community's great. If you're interested, join the Discord server. People there will happily help you with setting up, playing games. It doesn't even have to be DK. I've joined Trivia and GeoGuessr and Operator of Time randomizers inside that server. I've met so many friends and amazing people through there. So shout outs to everyone.
We may have also broken a couple by playing Dokapon Kingdom, so don't do that part.
And also, more importantly, shout out to my dad in the audience. He has been confused for the last 2 hours watching me actually play. He does not know what's going on here. And yet he took a train up here to come and see me. So I do appreciate you a lot for coming. So thank you heaps for coming up.
Yeah.
Also, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to be on here. And just as we're going into the final phase here with Diddy, basically you want to shoot these targets, and you can do some funny things with these targets because for some reason you can shoot on the other side of the light switch and you'll hit the switch. So it's like, okay, sure.
And time will be coming up in a minute when I hit the next 2 switches. It'll be time.
Yeah, so basically once you see it land on his head.
No, when it's falling.
Oh, yeah, when it's falling.
And time. Thank you so much for having me. This was great. I don't think this has really been showcased many places aside from America, so thank you so much for having me. Apologies for running late, so how about I hop off here and we get some Mario 64. So, thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for having me. And thank you, Chuck.
Thank you so much, Spike, for a thoroughly entertaining DK64Randomiser.com run. We had a lot of fun, and everyone in the chat has been having a great time watching that one. Yeah, we will be speedrunning our way to our next run, which is going to be the Super Mario 64, so stick around.
All right, hello folks. My name is Giolibred and I'm going to be sitting here in the host chair for the remainder of today as we round our first day of celebrations out with a Super Mario 64 run, which we're just finishing setting up for that, so sit tight. Or are we looking good to go? Cool. Just before we start, I want to note we've got a $15 donation from That Aussie Ghost who wants me to ask Logan what emulator he's using. Excellent. Alrighty. Well, with that said, I think it's time to get into our run. So I'm going to throw over to Logan. Take it away.